Welcome back, everyone. This is going to be part 2 of my ranked climb with Labrynth, going from Platinum to Diamond. Now, I realize the most recent season of Ranked just started, so what's going to happen is the next video is most likely going to be me in the current season going from Platinum to Master, and then the follow-up to that will be Master 5 to Master 1, if all things go as planned. And if anything, these are all games prior to any recent ban list in Master Duel that we've had, so most of the top tier decks are actually stronger. But anyway, enough of that, let's just jump right into the first replay. Alright, first replay here. These are not in any particular order, but I did try to put some of the more interesting or funny duels at the beginning. So we are playing against Rescue Ace, as you can see, and they're basically going to go full normal Rescue Ace combo, but our opponent, in my opinion, is going to overextend a little and do some extra sort of things that you don't normally see Rescue Ace do, and that will actually end up being the demise for this player. You'll see what I'm saying in a short while. So they're going to link off into Auroradon, which is definitely not common. They're going to bring out the 3 tokens, and they're going to do some synchro plays now. So link these off for Dawn Dragster, which is a negate. Herald of Arclight, also a negate, plus any monster sent from the hand or main deck to the graveyard is banished instead. We do have 2 Solemn Strikes for those negates, though. So I'm going to set 4, not setting the other Dogmatic Punishment, obviously, that is once per turn. We'll bring out the Turbulence. Alright, so Bonfire for Poplar. Pretty standard stuff. Okay, Original Sinful to send Poplar, bring out another Hydrant. Hydrant to search the... And so they're going to cross out for Imperm, which I am not playing in this deck. I'm going to Solemn Strike the Turbulence here, so they cannot set any more from the deck. Might not have been the optimal Solemn Strike, but... So I'm going to Punishment on the Dawn Dragster to basically force out that negate. Then we'll Solemn Strike that. And the idea basically was that not too worried about the Herald of Arclight because that's easily able to be swung over. But now they're going to bring out Baronne de Fleur, so they do still have 2 live negates. And they're actually going to pop my transaction rollback, which is great for us, actually. So, like I said, now we have Ariana, which could swing over the Herald of Arclight. Gonna transaction rollback to basically force out one of those negates. So we'll go Ariana, and we're going to get Contained, which is going to negate and also not allow us to attack. So that plan is kind of foiled here of swinging over the Herald of Arclight. And it looks like we're in a pretty dire situation here, right? I mean, we're at 800 life points. Yep, so they'll grab the Airlifter, get the Field Spell. So they're going to return and draw. Baronne's going to pop the Ariana. Then they'll go into Princess to bring back the Preventer. So I'm going to go Dogmatic of Punishment on Baronne, chain the Lady Labrynth. Baronne does not have a negate anymore. So we'll send Bucephalus to send Garura to also draw. They're going to extinguish on the Lady, and I'm going to chain Lady to set and evenly matched. So now, as I mentioned earlier, that token is going to be the biggest weakness for our opponent because tokens cannot be banished face down. So once we activate that evenly matched, that's going to cause our opponent to have to banish everything else on the field other than that token. So we're going to go straight to battle phase, activate the evenly matched, and as I said, everything else gets banished except the token. We did draw another Lady, so we're just going to bring that out to protect our life points. They're going to make some link plays, Nightmare Phoenix, but our opponent realizes they have nothing. Alright, second replay. And we are going first. We're going to set 5 and pass. You will see me set the transaction rollback sometimes when we don't have Lord protecting our back row. Just for worst case scenario, if we get Lightning Stormed or Harpy's Feather Dustered. So it is a mirror match. I'm going to Solemn Strike the Lady Labrynth. But a little bit interesting, our opponent is playing the Layer of Darkness field spell. So we bring out our own lady. We're going to Punishment, Chain Lady. They're going to Ghost Ogre, but Lady cannot be destroyed because I still have set cards. We're going to set Ice Dragons. It's very good in the mirror match, assuming they're playing all Fiends. Entis to pop another back row. Alright, so we draw Foolish Burial Goods. That's pretty good. They're going to Big Welcome. We'll Chain Lady. We sent Welcome off of the Foolish Burial because that can be recycled from the graveyard. They're going to bring out their own lady, but it will have to be in defense. I'm going to Ice Dragons. They will chain their lady, but we're going to be able to banish both of their ladies most likely here. So they'll set a regular Welcome. Yep, so banish. They're going to Eradicate her, being able to tribute our monster because of that field spell. I'm going to roll back into Big Welcome, copying the Big Welcome in their graveyard. We'll bring out our lady. And we'll get a token because of the field spell effect. They're going to regular Welcome, which will allow us to chain lady. But because we have no set cards, we can be impermed here. So not a great situation because now they'll be able to swing over. But we do still have that rollback in the graveyard to go into another Big Welcome. Bounce back our lady. We're going to pop their lady because they have no set cards. Alright, third replay. We are going second. And so you're going to see a couple cards as per usual that have been either cut from the deck or cut down. Summon Limit is a card that I've been on and off with for most of my ranked grind. It's obviously very good going first, but not great going second. Luckily, our opponent bricked here, playing Tearlaments, so we were able to set 4, and now that Summon Limit should come in handy here. So as soon as Kikalos comes out, okay, they're going to try to pop the Punishment. I'm going to activate the Summon Limit. They're going to chain Super Poly, so they'll get one more summon out of this. And they'll go into Rukalos. I'm going to Ice Dragons now. Unfortunately, that does have an effect that special summons, so but that'll allow us to chain our lady to that, so that will not get negated. And I believe now, yeah, they're going to shuffle back the Summon Limit. But we still have a Karma Cannon. So they're going to mill a bunch. They'll grab Sulliek, and they have a talent. So they're going to go for a draw. Battle phase, we're going to go Karma Cannon, Chain Lady. Set the Different Dimension Ground. That's pretty solid against Tearlaments, obviously. Activate Lord. Lord is going to set a pot. Draw a Solemn Strike. That's always nice to see. So start of main phase, activate the Extravagance. Trap Trick and Welcome. That's really good, actually. Alright, so now we can swing over the Rukalos. We'll deal 3,000 damage. Set another 3 and pass. So I'm going to shotgun that Different Dimension Ground, which basically ends their turn. Welcome, Chain Lady. And they're going to scoop. Okay, 4th replay. We are going first. This is definitely, you know, with Lava Golem, not a great going first hand, but... So we're going to get Max Seed on the Ariana effect. I'll search Big Welcome, set 3, and pass. No reason to play into that Max C. Not that Labrynth ever does, which is one of, especially in Master Duel, one of my favorite things about this deck. So we're going against Unchained. We're going to Solemn Strike this effect. And Lord of the Heavenly Prisons, this hasn't come up a bunch because I really haven't faced too many Unchained, but Lord is insane against Unchained. It makes all set cards on the field not be able to be popped. So that includes your opponents, which Unchained wants to pop their own cards. Alright, so we'll chain big welcome to that. Bring out Lady, bounce back Ariana for follow-up. So they'll add another Shavara. And I'm going to Punishment here, chain Lady. I think the idea here is to get rid of that target. So we'll send Entis. But yeah, unfortunately Entis resolves on a separate chain. So we will still get that pop on the Shavara though. Okay, so High King Caesar, luckily cannot swing over. I'm thinking they're going for a Zeus play here, but our opponent never goes into Zeus. We're going to Big Welcome, just spin that back. So that's going to allow them to set off the Shavara. So Ariana to search, another Big Welcome. Probably should have got the field spell there. I don't know if I didn't realize I had another Big Welcome in hand. But we're going to set both regardless. In case one of them gets ashed or something, we still have the other one set for next turn. Luckily, we're able to chain Lady off of their own normal trap. And they'll scoop. Alright, going second again. And yeah, okay, so I remember this replay. This was a very toxic deck. I sped this up in the beginning. Not really going to commentate too much on this. This is just like our opponent comboing off for legitimately like 5 minutes. Basically just to end on like an Appaloosa and a Barone with the not super heavy, the 6 Samurai that has a spell and trap negate. But as you can see, we have a Lava Golem in our hand, so that usually deals with most combo decks. If we can at least get rid of like 2 of the negates, that's huge. And Appaloosa is not a huge threat to Labrynth. Like the monster effects are not what we're most afraid of. It's really either the Omni negates or, you know, potentially getting ashed or ghost spelled to death on your welcomes. So yeah, Barone. And this is just a genuine question for anybody watching this video. Let me know in the comments. You know, I'm maybe a little bit biased because I do like Labrynth, but what do you think is more toxic? This style of play of, you know, 10-minute turn 1, multiple Omni negates, or Labrynth? Because I'll be the first to admit Labrynth can be somewhat toxic at times. But let me know what your opinion is. Yeah, so we're going to break this down. We have Barone, Omni negate, the Xian, I believe, is a spell and trap negate, and a 4-material Appaloosa. So Lava Golem immediately. We don't want the Omni negate or the spell and trap negate. And now I'm just going to basically whittle down the Appaloosa So we'll set 2. Lava Golem will burn. So we're going to get ashed on the big welcome. Little Chain Lady to block the attack. They're going to negate with Apollousa. And luckily, as most of you probably know, Apollousa is not a negate and destroy, so I'm just trying to reduce the amount of damage we're going to take here. Activate Lord, which will get negated, so we're literally going to take 800 damage, no big deal. Alright, so they're going to do some more stuff with the counters. Invoker. Alright, so as soon as they bring out the tuner, I'm going to Trap Trick into Karma Cannon. That's going to send the Apollousa away. And not allowing them to link or synchro or anything else further. So we'll activate Lord, set the D barrier. Lava Golem's going to burn again. And again, as soon as they flip those 2 up, which can synchro, I'm going to D barrier, Chain Lady. Activate Lord. Set a big welcome. So again, this is a second time where I'm assuming our opponent's going to go into a Zeus play. And they have 2 Xyz monsters, which I don't have any way of stopping them from attacking, but they just end up linking these all off again for Boral's Sword. So that's fine. Big welcome. I'm going to bounce back the Lady. Could have bounced back my own Lava Golem, I suppose. Alright, Boral's Sword will attack twice. So we'll shotgun the big welcome Chain Lady. Bring out the Lovely from hand, bounce back the Lady. I'm going to pop the Boral's Sword. So this is going to turn us to defense. That's fine. We're going to reset Trap Trick and evenly. So we'll burn again. Battle phase, we're going to Trap Trick, Chain Lady. Into Punishment. So Punishment on the Speedroid card. Going to send Entis, obviously, and then we'll be able to pop the Lava Golem as well. And we have game on board here. Alright, duel number 5, I believe. And yeah, if I remember correctly, I think this is a pretty funny one. Alright, so we're going to get ashed on our extravagance. We don't really mind that because that usually means our welcomes should be safe on the follow-up. Set 3. Yeah, okay, so this is the Altergeist game. This deck is kind of annoying with the recursion and floating effects from the graveyard, but you're going to see we're going to Lava Golem our opponent twice with the same Lava Golem. So we'll attack, set a Solemn Strike. So this card can attack directly. I'm just going to Solemn Strike this. I think it was attempting to bounce it back or shuffle it back. It's going to allow them to add the Multi-Faker, which is, I guess, essentially their boss monster. I'm going to D-Barrier here just to be able to Chain Lady. Set a big welcome. Okay, so they're going to bounce both those cards back. I'm just going to use the furniture to send that big welcome to the graveyard. So we still have a big welcome follow-up, and I'm going to use the graveyard effect to bounce that card back. So they can't bounce back on the follow-up to protect any of their cards. Welcome will reset. Stovey will come back from the grave from that. So there's the lava golem I was referring to. Regular welcome. They're going to hit us with Max C. We'll chain the big welcome so they draw one less. Chain Lady. For Karma Cannon. So bounce back the stove. Ariana. Lovely. They have an imperm for the Lovely, that's fine. Was most likely going to pop one of those face down anyway. Alright, so Multi-Faker is going to activate. I'm going to Ice Dragons to try to banish that Multi-Faker. And they're going to activate another imperm in that column, which will negate the Ice Dragons, unfortunately. We'll attempt to attack. They're going to bounce back. Stove, send the Lovely to get another big welcome. Activate Field Spell, and we'll pass. Okay, so Marionetter is going to set another protocol. Alright, so linking with the hand now for the Hextia. It's going to trigger these two graveyard effects. So Karma Cannon to send that away. Field Spell to bring back Lovely. They're going to Max C that. Alright, end phase will big welcome, bounce back the Ariana, and we're going to pop one of the set cards. Lovely's also going to be able to pop. Welcome will come back from the graveyard. Alright, so at this point they're just adding back to the hand, which doesn't really affect us for next turn. Reset Karma Cannon. Alright, so they're going to negate and destroy here. I'll activate Lord off of that. Multi-Faker is going to come out. So we'll Lava Golem those two. To get rid of the Multi-Faker now. Welcome, they're going to hit us with Ash. Going to big welcome, bounce our own Lava Golem back to our hand. So this is the play I was referring to. And the same Lava Golem can be used. It's not a once per turn. So the two set monsters now, it's going to trigger our graveyard effects, and we're going to Lava Golem those two set monsters with the same Lava Golem. Go into battle phase, and our opponent's just going to scoop. Alright, duel number 6, I want to say. We are going first. The amount of times that people maxi off the Lord effect is kind of hilarious, but we're just going to set 3 and pass. So we'll hit them with the summon limit as soon as 2 monsters hit the field. Lord, set Extravagance. They're going to draw 2 off of the talent. Alright, so we draw Lady. That's pretty good. They're going to Ash the Extravagance. Activate Lord. Going to swing. Activate Lady off of their trap. So now we can get a search off of her from our Ice Dragons or D-Barrier. Alright, so we're going to activate D-Barrier, chain Lady, as I said. Set a normal... Okay, so they're going to decrease our attack. That's not a big deal. We'll set Big Welcome to get our engine going. Lady's going to get Kaiju'd, which is kind of unfortunate. Alright, battle phase. We'll go Ice Dragons. Going to banish these 2. Activate Lord now in defense, so nothing can swing over the Lord in defense. Punishment. Alright, we're going to go Big Welcome into Lovely. Bounce back the Lord. I don't want to give them the Kaiju to their own hand, obviously. We're going to go Punishment. Entis will pop their Blackwing Dragon. Activate Lord. Lady, or Lovely rather, and that's game. Alright, duel number 7. So it looks like a Kashtira matchup. Alright, so no Xyz play is just Unicorn and a Fenrir. Really just the Fenrir is the only thing threatening. We're going to get ashed on our Prosperity. Lava Golem those 2 away. Lord, set 3. And Torrential is very good against Kashtira. Also not once per turn. So as soon as Fenrir comes out, just pop those before it can search. Because those are ignition effects of Unicorn and Fenrir. They have to be activated. Okay, so Unicorn, they're going to banish Entis. Alright, end phase will go Big Welcome. Bounce back Lord. Alright, activate the Extrav. Draw 2. Virus is also very good against Kashtira. They play a ton of spells, obviously. Big Welcome's going to bounce back the Unicorn. Activate Lord. Just trying to do damage here. And it's okay, so Terrors of the Overroot is a card that I've definitely cut from my deck. Alright, so on attack declaration, I'm just going to tribute the Lord that they were attempting to banish face down. They're going to call by on Lord, which really doesn't do anything. I guess they were just trying to use it before it got popped. Alright, Tribute Summon for Flamberge. They cannot target Lady to put her in the back row if that's what they were trying to do. We're going to use the Terrors, send that, and set a call by. Again, because call by is really not threatening us right now. And we just have game with Lady anyway. Okay, duel number 8. Prosperity. And we are going first, so we have no idea what we're playing against. I'm going to get the different dimension ground because that is just good against, 90% of decks outside of Kashtira, Exo Sister, things like that. And we do get Lightning Stormed. So I'm just going to shotgun that card. Ariana to search a furniture. So we will be able to reset some cards. Also bring out Lady. Alright, so we'll get banished there. End phase will bring out Lady. And I actually don't activate the furniture here. I'm not sure why. Alright, so we'll send those two. Set a big welcome. Foolish Burial Goods for rollback, obviously. Alright, we'll deal 3,000 damage. So really, Jet Dragon is the only card that's kind of threatening to us in this deck. And here I wasn't sure if they were actually going to fuse into... so they go into Twin Burst, but I know Blue-Eyes has, I think, the Tyrant Dragon, which is not affected by traps. I'm not sure if they're playing that, but that would have actually been the optimal fusion for them to summon. So Lovely comes out, Bounce Lady... Welcome will trigger in the graveyard, Stovey as well. And Chandragalier. Lady. So Welcome was set. Lovely is going to pop the Twin Burst, and they're going to scoop. Alright, duel number 9. Extra for 2. Send the Lovely with the furniture. Activate Lady. Set. Field spell. Set another 2. And I set that first card before we activated Lady just for obvious reasons. Protection. Okay, so Fenrir, they're going to Foolish Burial of Goods. So it's... another Tearlaments matchup. Kashtira Tearlaments. They're gonna mill. Okay, so this is really interesting. They mill our. They mill cards off the top of our deck, and look at the top 3 cards that they mill. They milled a rollback and a different dimension ground. So we're gonna roll back here into different dimension ground, which just absolutely dumpsters Tearlaments. So. They can send cards to their graveyard if they'd like, but they're going to be banished now. End phase, we're going to big welcome. We'll get hit with Ash. Actually going to Solemn Strike that Ash just to put us in a better position here. So big welcome into Lovely. Pop the Fenrir so we don't have to deal with that banishing us face down. Alright, so we draw a Lord. And the reason we Solemn Strike that Ash, because Lovely to be able to reset the different dimension ground is just too good in this matchup. Alright, so draw phase, we're going to shotgun the different dimension ground, Chain Lady. Field spell, bring back another Lady. Rhinoheart is going to end up banishing, so they're going to synchro here into Ancient Fairy Dragon. I thought potentially they were going to go for a Black Rose Dragon to nuke the field, other than the ladies, of course. They're just going to crash that, which will get banished as well. Alright, and we have game on board. We're going to reset that just in case. And that's game. Okay, duel number 10. We are going first. Foolish Burial Goods into rollback. And yeah, the nicest thing about rollback is that you just don't have to fear Harpies or Lightning Storm as much anymore with Labrynth. So they go straight to battle phase, and I pop my own punishment to get it into the grave, knowing that Evenly was coming, so we can still roll back into that. Big welcome or punishment, and we have Karma Cannon still set, which is what we chose to keep. So we're actually in a decent position here after getting evenly matched as well. So as soon as they get 2 level 4s, I know Tellarknights like to Xyz summon. I'm just going to flip them all face down. Okay, Constellar Tellarknights, bring out another one. Didn't even have to use our rollback, but it was there in case they were able to continue. So we'll take out one of the level 4s, roll back into Big Welcome. Bounce back Lady. Pop, Chain Lady. So Lovely will pop another level 4, swing into the last one. Reset Karma Cannon. We're going to Punishment, and yeah, they'll scoop. Okay, duel number 11. Pretty bad going first hand. We have double evenly, so we're going to send one of those with the furniture, set Big Welcome, set Different Dimension Ground. So Fenrir, they're going to tribute. So this is a stun type of deck. They're going to tribute for the Vanity's Majesty's Fiend, so we cannot special summon. Metaverse into a field spell. Necro Valley, as expected. So, Big Welcome, bounce back the Lady. We're just going to set Chandraglier. Okay, so we activate the Different Dimension Ground just so we can evenly match, and they actually choose to keep the Necro Valley, which allows us to bring out the Lady now. So that's interesting. I guess because Big Welcome bounces back a monster, we were allowed to do that under the Majesty's Fiend. So Big Welcome again before they can bring out any other Floodgate. Chain Lady. And they're going to scoop. Duel number 12. We are going second. So Unicorn, activate D-Shifter, Theosis. Shangri-Ira. Rise Heart, this is all pretty standard stuff. It's going to be Fenrir, Shangri, and a Rise Heart. Oh, and the Scareclaw Kashtira as well. So we're going straight to battle, evenly matched. They're going to keep the Rise Heart. Activate Lord, set summon limit. Not great, but summon limit is a guaranteed Lord summon. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that so we can block our life points with Lord. A Rise Heart also cannot swing over. So yeah, they're going to activate that just to get a third material so they can banish this. Alright, so we'll take the 3,000 damage. They're going to go into Zeus. Yep, so they're going to Zeus immediately, which, you know, hurts a little bit, but not super worried yet. The thing I love about Labrynth, I mentioned in a previous duel, is just most things, even, you know, D-Shifter, Arise Heart, things like that really don't affect the deck. That's my favorite thing about it, is most of the modern day counters or even hand traps like this getting ashed on our big welcome, we're still going to be able to win this game. So Lord will come out, set a trap trick. Alright, big welcome, spin back Zeus immediately. Battle phase, we're going to deal 6,000 damage. Trap trick, Chain Lady. We set a regular welcome. I think, yeah, so I misplayed here. Probably meant to trap trick into the welcome. We could have went for game there, but either way, we're in a great position here. We should not lose this game. Punishment, Chain Lady. All right, Duel 13, going up against Purrely. And again, going second with the summon limit in our hand is not great. Also, you know, if they were to go into the Purrely Noir towers with just that on the field, the Lava Golem really doesn't do much. Luckily, they leave this other monster on the field. Basically what saved us the game here. We're going to draw a bunch. So Extrav we have to do first thing first in the main phase. Then we're going to Lava Golem those two away. This will trigger their spell cards, but it needed to be done. Otherwise, they most likely would just shuffle back all of our set cards. Okay, so they get a lot of resources from that. We're going to go battle phase evenly. Furniture to set the big welcome, Chain Lady. Set 2 more. And so now we have the summon limit for the clapback. Basically, as soon as two bodies hit the field, we're going to hit them with that and see if they can out it. So punishment before that becomes untargetable. Entis, pop the field spell. They're going to draw 2 more. Alright, so that's their second summon. We're going to flip over the summon limit. Alright, set 1. End phase will activate Big Welcome. Lovely, bounce back Lady. Lovely is going to pop. Lady will chain to come back out. So pop the set card. And I had to do a little quick math in my head here. They're going to, okay, max, shotgun the maxi. We're just going to normal summon the furniture because that actually will allow us to do lethal damage here. Alright, Duel 14. Going second again. I think in this iteration I am playing 2 Lava Golem and 3 evenly. That is how I'm currently still running the deck. Just because you want to see one of those cards going second most times. Alright, we did draw the Foolish Barrel of Goods. That's decent. We'll send the rollback, obviously. Ariana's going to get negated. We'll just set 4 and pass. Baron's going to attempt to pop the trap trick, so we'll just activate it. And they're actually going to Solemn Judgment that. Okay, fair enough. So Trap Trick negated, but again, we do have the rollback in the graveyard. So welcome. They have Ash. Big welcome. Now Barone will negate. And we're going to chain D-Barrier, which is going to negate both of their Synchro monsters, also not allowing them to summon anymore. So the big welcome will go through. Lovely will come out, bounce Ariana. Lovely is going to pop Barone. They're going to attempt to negate, but their Synchro monsters are negated for the rest of the turn. And then they're going to Droplet. I'm not sure why I roll back into Big Welcome. Maybe I was misremembering that they're still negated, but either way, yeah, again, doesn't look great for us here. We do have Ariana for follow-up. Another rollback, not ideal. Ariana gets negated. We're going to set the rollback in hopes that their Barone will just pop it, which, of course, ends up happening. So that basically saved our game here. Roll back into Trap Trick, Karma Cannon. Yep, flip the whole field face down. And we draw a Lava Golem. That's not bad. Big welcome, bounce our own Ariana so we can get a search. Search another big welcome. Welcome resets off of that. So they'll flip over Barone. We're going to welcome. Unfortunately, Barone does get another negate off of that, because now it is face up on the field again. So flipping it face down was actually helped them a little bit, but as you'll see, it's not really going to matter. We're going to pop Barone. Ariana again for Lady. And we have game. So a little sloppy there, but all right, I believe this is Duel 15. Not the greatest opening hand, but our Ariana search did go through, so... All right, they're immediately going to Droplet. Okay, so Photon Jumper, this is a Galaxy Eyes deck. They most likely did that just so they can OTK easier. We're going to Big Welcome, bounce the Ariana. Punishment, Chain Lady. Lord. So Entis. Pop this, just trying to avoid any Xyz plays off of those 2 level 4s. But they're going to have some follow-up here. Alright, so Lord and Lady both get destroyed. Again, thought they were going to go into a Zeus here potentially, which could have been pretty bad for us. So they really just have 2 big monsters. As far as I remember, these don't really do anything. So we'll Extrav in the main phase. Lava Golem both of those away. That's going to trigger it to special summon the Emperor. Activate Lord. So I did give them a level 8 in order to Xyz summon, but That card only has a monster negate, and all of our plays were traps. So now Lord will come out, set Big Welcome, summon limit, and yeah, their turn's over. Alright, next duel, we're going first. Set both Karma Cannons, another card that is not once per turn. Raigeki does not work. Okay, so Sky Striker, they might have done that just to get more spells in the graveyard, potentially. Or they just didn't read Lady, like a lot of people. Widow Anchor also cannot be targeted. It cannot target Lady. Karma Cannon, Chain Lady. Set a Big Welcome. It's going to send their Link to the graveyard. D-Barrier really doesn't do anything to Sky Striker because you cannot call Links. We're going to get Ashed on our Big Welcome. It's unfortunate. But as I've stated earlier, it is not the end of the world. At least for the way that I play Labrynth. Swing again. They're essentially on a one-turn clock. Call Pendulum just to troll, so we can chain Lady. Search Ice Dragons. I don't know if I was playing Virus in this iteration of the deck, because obviously calling spells would be insane against Sky Striker. Alright, we're going second now. So some kind of Zodiac, Mikanko type of deck. Unfortunately, Lava Golem is dead. They only have one monster. We're going to Extrav. Draw double punishment. That's not great. That is a hard once per turn. We're going to set both regardless. So I'm going to punishment on this before they can continue summoning. Entis to pop a back row. And I'm not too worried about the Mikankos at this point. We don't have any monsters out, so they're not going to be able to do too much damage. So end phase will bring out Lady so that she cannot be swung into. Now we can Lava Golem because they have two monsters on the field. So that pretty much clears their field. Set punishment, chain Lady. Get Karma Cannon. Karma Cannon will help us deal with the equipped cards. Okay, so they're going to call by on the Bucephalus. We're just trying to get one extra draw there, but either way, we'll swing for 3,000. End phase, Prosperity, or main phase 2, I should say. So we got some pretty good reveals there. We'll get the Foolish Burial Goods for rollback. They're actually going to Ash that. So that lets us know that, again, most likely our Big Welcomes are safe next turn. Okay, Chakanine into Drident. Drident pops their own monster. So, similar situation. They do have two Xyz monsters, which more often than not would be difficult to deal with if they were trying to go into Zeus. But we do have the Karma Cannon, which is also going to get rid of this Mega Clops. I'll allow them to suck up one of the Big Welcomes. We still have another. Battle phase, Karma Cannon, Chain Lady. And now we're in a pretty good spot here. Regular Welcome. End phase, big welcome. The Lovely from our hand, unfortunately, we're going to bring out. Lady will come back out. Pop one of the back row. And we draw another Lava Golem. That's great. Reset the Karma Cannon. Big welcome to bounce back the Lava Golem. Lovely pop, and now we have game. Alright, going first now. They're going to maxi on the Lady Summon. Well, we'll set 3. They're going to set 5. And because... Okay, so this is the interaction I was referring to before. Because we activated Lord on our turn, the Unchained player could not pop their own cards. End phase, we're going to big welcome into Lovely. Bounce back Ariana to get another search next turn. So Lovely, Chain, Lord, and they're going to scoop. Alright, I believe this is our final replay here. Going first again. Extrav, Ariana, search the field spell, because we already have Big Welcome and Lady in the hand. Activate Lord, activate Lady. Okay, so another Sky Striker matchup. They're going to attack directly, send a spell. Okay, so they'll add back the Mobilize, Engage. Zeke is going to Banish. Okay, so Hamp is essentially a kaiju. If you control a Sky Striker Ace monster, you can special summon this card by tributing. So what I'm going to do is make sure they do not control a Sky Striker Ace monster by activating the Big Welcome, popping their Link, so they cannot tribute the Lady away. So bounce that back, pop their Sky Striker Ace monster. Lovely's going to pop. Lady will come back out. Lord comes out, sets. Yeah, so, okay, in this iteration we are playing Virus, which, as I said, is very good against Sky Striker. Raigeki will wipe out 2 of our monsters. And they're going to set and scoop.